In the quaint coastal village of Marlin Bay, in an undisclosed region, the year was 2003. The locals often shared whispered tales of the shark-infested waters that bordered their home. The setting was a secluded beach, where the golden sands bore witness to many enchanting and terrifying stories. At the center of our tale was 37-year-old surfer Tony Wallace. Tony was no stranger to the sea, having spent most of his life riding the waves that crashed against the shores of Marlin Bay. His companion on many of these adventures was his childhood friend, Lisa Martinez. Lisa was a beacon of wisdom and caution, often advising Tony against venturing too far into the dangerous waters. On this fateful day, the sky wore a blanket of ominous clouds, starkly contrasting with the usually clear azure sky. Despite Lisa's reservations, Tony couldn't resist the call of the sea, a siren song pulling him towards the waves that seemed more ferocious, more alive than ever before. As Tony paddled deeper, Lisa watched from the shore, her heart caught in her throat. The sea was a turmoil of waves, each higher and more fierce than the last. With years of experience, Tony maneuvered skillfully, his body moving harmoniously with the ocean. Suddenly, a large fin sliced through the water, rushing towards Tony. Panic erupted on the shore as people pointed and shouted, trying to warn him. Lisa felt her heart freeze as she witnessed her friend approaching the oncoming danger. In a heart-stopping moment, the shark attacked, its jaws snapping dangerously close to Tony. With adrenaline fueling his movements, Tony managed to evade the shark, using his surfboard to create a barrier between him and the predator. It was a terrifying dance of death, a battle of wills in the churning waters. After what felt like an eternity, Tony seized a momentary lapse in the shark's attack to make a desperate dash towards the shore. His body was a canvas of cuts and bruises, a testimony to the fierce battle he had just endured. Breathing heavily and paddling with all his strength, Tony finally reached the shore where Lisa and a group of locals were ready to assist him. His leg bore a deep gash, a grim souvenir from the shark's razor-sharp teeth. As they tended to his wounds, the relief in the atmosphere was palpable. Tony had survived, bearing the harrowing encounter's physical and mental scars. His spirit remained unbroken, a testament to the human will to survive against all odds. In the days that followed, the small community of Marlin Bay rallied around Tony, their local hero who had faced the beast of the deep and lived to tell the tale. The local media caught wind of the story, and soon reporters were flocking to the village, eager to get the first-hand account of the man who had stared death in the face and emerged victorious. With Lisa by his side, Tony recounted the terrifying ordeal to the world. His leg was bandaged, the deep gash a painful reminder of the close encounter with the shark. Yet as he spoke, his voice had no bitterness or anger. Instead, there was a deep respect for the creature that had been his adversary, recognizing nature's raw power and beauty in its most primal form. As days turned into weeks, Tony embarked on a grueling recovery journey. The physical wounds healed gradually, but the mental scars ran deeper. Nightmares haunted his sleep, replaying the terrifying moments of the attack repeatedly. He began visiting the beach daily, sitting on the sands that had witnessed his near-fatal encounter. He watched the same waves that had been both his playground and battleground. It was a therapeutic process, a way to reconnect with the ocean that had been a part of his life for so long. One day, as the sun kissed the horizon, painting the sky with orange and pink hues, Tony decided he would not let fear dictate his life. With a newfound determination, he began training again, pushing his body to the limits to regain his lost strength and agility. Weeks turned into months, and the day came when Tony felt ready to face the ocean once more. The community gathered on the beach, their faces a mixture of admiration and concern as they watched Tony, surfboard in hand, walking towards the roaring waves. With Lisa holding her breath on the shore, Tony paddled into the sea, his heart pounding. The ocean greeted him like an old friend, the waves embracing him as he rode them with a grace that spoke of years of experience. As he returned to the shore, the beach erupted in cheers, a community united in celebration of courage, resilience, and the indomitable human spirit. Tony Wallace, the surfer who had cheated death, was back, carving his legacy in the waves of Marlin Bay, a living legend in a village of whispered tales and deep-sea secrets. in the picturesque coastal settlement of Coral Ridge, in an undisclosed corner of the world. The year was 1975. The community was a tight-knit group, sharing tales and adventures revolving around the deep blue sea that was both a playground and a mystery, a place of beauty and danger. At the heart of this narrative was 37-year-old surfer Gregory "Greg" Jensen. Greg was a seasoned surfer, his life rhythmically aligned with the sea's ebb and flow. His confidant and fellow surfer was his sister Laura Jensen, a woman of courage and caution, who often reminded Greg of the sea's unpredictable nature. On a day that promised golden sunshine and perfect waves, Greg and Laura met at their cherished spot on the beach, their spirits buoyed by the prospect of riding the magnificent waves that beckoned them. The sea was a mesmerizing entity, a vast canvas of undulating waves inviting them to become one with its rhythm. As they ventured into the sea, Laura enjoyed the smaller waves near the shore, while Greg, driven by a spirit of adventure, paddled further into the deep, where the waves promised a thrilling ride. But the idyllic day took a sudden turn when a shark fin emerged from the depths, moving ominously closer to Greg. On the shore, a fisherman noticed the danger and sounded a loud horn, alerting others to the impending danger. Laura's heart raced, her eyes filled with fear as she realized her brother's peril. Greg remained remarkably calm as the shark approached, his years of experience in the sea guiding his actions. Instead of panicking, he tried to retreat slowly, but the shark was faster, suddenly lunging and biting onto the edge of Greg's surfboard. It was a heart-stopping moment, a confrontation between man and beast in the heart of the sea. Greg fought to keep his balance as the shark tugged on the board, a tug of war between humans and nature. Greg kicked at the water desperately, creating a splash that momentarily distracted the shark, giving him a precious window to paddle furiously towards the shore. With a heart pounding in his chest, Greg seized the moment to paddle back to the shore, his body shaking from the adrenaline and fear. As he reached the safety of the shore, the community gathered, their faces a canvas of relief and awe, a tale of survival etched in every line of Greg's face. In the wake of the terrifying encounter, the small community of Coral Ridge was a whirlpool of emotions. With Greg Jensen at its epicenter, the local populace gathered in small groups, their conversations dominated by the harrowing tale of a surfer who had faced one of the ocean's most feared creatures and lived to tell the story. Still shaken but steady, Greg recounted the ordeal to friends, family, and strangers who approached him with curious eyes and concerned questions. His surfboard bore the evidence of the encounter, a jagged edge where the shark had left its mark, a silent testament to the danger he had faced. As the days progressed, Greg grappled with the trauma, the vivid memories of the shark's cold, predatory eyes haunting his dreams. The physical wounds were minor, a series of scratches and bruises that would heal with time. However, the psychological scars ran deeper, a constant reminder of the fine line between adventure and catastrophe. Laura encouraged him to talk about the experience, to share his fears and anxieties, a therapeutic process that gradually helped lessen the traumatic event's burden. The community rallied around him, their support manifesting in various ways, from warm meals delivered to his doorstep to heartfelt letters of encouragement. It was a collective healing, a community drawing closer in the face of adversity, their bonds strengthened through shared concern and relief. As weeks turned into months, Greg found solace in different avenues. He took to painting, his canvases filled with swirling blues and greens, a therapeutic exploration of his deep connection with the sea, now viewed from a safe distance. Once a source of joy and adventure, the ocean became a muse for his art, a way to reconnect with the deep blue without venturing into its depths. Greg also became an advocate for shark conservation, channeling his experience into raising awareness about the misunderstood creatures of the deep. He collaborated with local organizations, sharing his story to promote a message of respect and understanding for the ocean and its inhabitants. As time passed, the terrifying encounter became a story of resilience and growth, a testament to the human spirit's ability to overcome fear and trauma. Greg Jensen emerged not as a victim but as a survivor, a man who had faced the ocean's raw power and come out with a deeper understanding and respect for the mysterious world beneath the waves. A man transformed, carrying the tale of that fateful day in Coral Ridge with a spirit of strength and wisdom. In the serene coastal town of Willow Bay in the summer of 2003, the locals whispered tales of the deep waters beyond the bay, a place rumored to be a shark haven. The protagonist of our tale, 37-year-old surfer Daniel Thompson, had always been intrigued by the ocean's mysteries. A man of courage and adventure, Daniel decided to venture into the infamous waters, challenging the fears of the townsfolk and perhaps his own. Daniel was a seasoned surfer with golden hair sun-bleached from years of riding waves. His physique bore the testament of a life spent battling the ocean's forces, a true warrior of the waves. On this fateful day, the sky was a clear azure, mirroring the deep blue sea that beckoned him. He paddled further, the shore becoming a distant memory as he ventured into the uncharted waters, his heart pounding with fear and exhilaration. As he maneuvered through the waves, the unexpected happened. A shadow lurked beneath the crystal-clear waters, a formidable predator in its domain, a shark. The town's tales were not just stories but warnings grounded in reality. The shark circled, its fin cutting through the water's surface, creating a terrifying yet mesmerizing pattern. Daniel's heart raced, adrenaline pumping through his veins as he tried to maintain a steady breath, his experienced eyes scanning for an escape route. In a heartbeat, chaos erupted. The shark lunged, its jaws snapping dangerously close to Daniel's leg. Panic surged as he paddled fiercely, employing every ounce of his strength and surfing skill to evade the predator. The chase was a terrifying dance between man and beast, a test of wills in the heart of the ocean. When all hope seemed lost, a figure appeared from the depths, a fellow surfer named Emily Rodriguez. A local legend in Willow Bay, Emily was known for her bravery and unmatched skills on the waves. With a heart as vast as the ocean, she darted towards Daniel, her board slicing through the water with precision and speed. In a heroic display of teamwork and courage, Emily managed to distract the shark, leading it away from Daniel. The moments felt like hours as Daniel paddled towards safety, his body shaking and his mind swirling with fear and gratitude. Emily returned, her face a canvas of determination and relief as she reached Daniel, pulling him onto her board. Together they rode the waves back to the shore, a symphony of breaths heavy with the weight of survival echoing in harmony with the ocean's roar. The community gathered, their faces a mixture of awe and concern as they welcomed the brave surfers back to solid ground. Daniel bore scratches and bruises, a testimony to the harrowing encounter in the shark-infested waters. But he was alive, saved by the bravery of a fellow surfer, a woman who dared to face the feared predator of the deep. As he lay on the sandy beach, the pain was overshadowed by a profound sense of gratitude and the birth of a deep bond forged in the crucible of danger. In the days that followed, Daniel healed, his body and spirit mending through the care of the community and the unwavering support of Emily. The tale of their encounter became a legend in Willow Bay, a story of courage, survival, and the unyielding human spirit that dared to challenge the fearsome forces of nature. In the weeks that followed the harrowing encounter, the town of Willow Bay buzzed with whispers and exclamations, recounting the tale of the brave surfers who faced the fearsome predator of the deep and lived to tell the tale. The community rallied around Daniel and Emily, their story becoming a beacon of courage and unity, a testament to the human spirit's resilience. Daniel Thompson, the man who dared to venture into the unknown, was grappling with the memories of that fateful day. Once a source of joy and freedom, the ocean now bore the scars of fear and danger. Yet amidst the turmoil, a deep bond blossomed between him and his savior, Emily Rodriguez. Their shared experience forged a connection stronger than the mightiest waves, a friendship rooted in bravery and mutual respect. As Daniel's physical wounds healed, the duo spent hours recounting their adventures on the waves, sharing laughter and dreams, their spirits dancing in harmony with the rhythmic song of the sea. With her fearless heart and wise soul, Emily guided Daniel, helping him navigate the stormy seas of trauma and steering him toward healing and acceptance. The summer sun continued to grace the coastal town, its golden rays weaving tales of hope and renewal. The community of Willow Bay embarked on a journey of education and awareness led by the brave surfers. Together, they initiated programs to better understand the majestic creatures of the deep transforming fear into knowledge and ignorance into understanding. As the day approached to commemorate their survival, a ceremony was organized at the heart of the town, a celebration of courage and resilience. The community gathered, their faces glowing with pride and admiration, their hearts united in spirit, pulsating with anticipation and pride. Daniel stood before them, a living testament to the spirit of survival, his eyes reflecting a depth of understanding, a maturity born from facing the fearsome forces of nature. Emily was by his side, her presence a pillar of strength, a beacon of bravery. Together they shared their tale of courage, quick thinking, and the deep bond forged in the crucible of danger. As they spoke, the community listened with bated breath, their eyes welling with tears of pride and empathy, their hearts swelling with admiration and respect for the brave souls who had faced the ocean's might and returned to tell the tale. The ceremony concluded with a standing ovation, a symphony of applause reverberating through the air, a celebration of life, courage, and the unyielding spirit of survival. Daniel and Emily stood together, their hands raised in victory, their faces radiant with smiles that bore the light of 1,000 suns, embodying courage, friendship, and the unyielding spirit of survival. In the heart of Willow Bay, a legend was born, a tale of two brave souls who ventured into the shark-infested waters and returned with a story of survival, friendship, and the beautiful dance of life. A dance of fear faced, challenges met, and a deep bond forged in the crucible of danger. A testimony to the human spirit's indomitable force. In the tranquil coastal haven of Willow Bay, in an undisclosed region, the year was 1987. The community was a reservoir of tales, often revolving around the deep, mysterious waters that kissed their shores daily. The ocean was a living entity, a place of wonder and peril, a source of livelihood and a keeper of secrets. At the heart of this narrative was 37-year-old surfer Benjamin "Ben" Harper. Ben was a seasoned surfer with a deep connection with the sea, a bond nurtured through years of riding the waves. His surfing partner and confidant was Amelia Dawson, a woman of spirit and prudence, who often tempered Ben's adventurous streak with words of caution. On this particular day, the sky was a canvas of azure, dotted with fluffy clouds drifting lazily across the sky. The sea beckoned with a hypnotic allure, drawing Ben and Amelia to its bosom with promises of thrilling rides on the cresting waves. As they prepared to surf, their hearts fluttered with excitement and apprehension, a testament to the unpredictable nature of the ocean. As Ben paddled deeper into the sea, Amelia stayed closer to the shore, her eyes constantly following Ben, her heart oscillating between fear and awe. The ocean was a mesmerizing sight, a vast expanse of rolling waves, each powerful and majestic force of nature. Suddenly, the tranquility was shattered as a shark fin broke the surface, moving steadily towards Ben. Panic ensued on the shore as people screamed, trying to alert Ben to the impending danger. Amelia felt her heart in her throat, her eyes wide with fear as she watched the scene unfold. In the face of danger, Ben's survival instincts kicked in. As the shark approached, Ben used his surfboard as a shield, putting it between himself and the shark, a barrier of fiberglass and foam against the might of the predator. The shark circled, coming in close, its snout bumping against the board in a terrifying examination of this strange adversary. With every pass, Ben fought to keep the board positioned between him and the shark, a desperate dance of survival in the deep blue stage of the ocean. It was a battle of wits and agility, a test of courage as Ben maneuvered to avoid the sharp, threatening jaws of the shark. Minutes felt like hours, but Ben's determination and quick thinking kept him one step ahead of the shark. In a heart-stopping moment, the shark lunged, its jaws wide open. Ben pushed the board forcefully into the shark's mouth, the creature biting down on it, giving Ben the precious seconds he needed to paddle furiously towards the shore. As Ben reached the safety of the shore, his body bore scratches and bruises, a testimony to the terrifying encounter. The beach was a scene of relief and awe as people gathered around Ben, their faces reflecting the miracle they had witnessed, a tale of bravery, survival, and the indomitable human spirit. In the aftermath of the harrowing encounter, the community of Willow Bay was abuzz with the tale of Ben Harper, the surfer who had faced one of the ocean's most feared predators and lived to tell the tale. The local media descended upon the small coastal haven, their cameras and microphones eager to capture the first-hand account of a man who had danced with death and emerged victorious. With Amelia steadfastly by his side, Ben narrated the terrifying ordeal. His body bore the marks of the encounter, a series of scratches and bruises that painted a vivid picture of his life and death struggle. Yet as he spoke, there was a deep reverence in his voice for the mighty creature of the deep, a respect for its power and role in the intricate web of marine life. As days turned into weeks, Ben embarked on a journey of healing, both physical and emotional. The wounds on his body healed, leaving behind scars that told a story of courage and survival. Yet the mental scars ran deeper, haunting his dreams with visions of sharp teeth and predatory eyes. As time passed, Ben felt a growing urge to reclaim his place among the waves' face and overcome his fears. He embarked on a rigorous training regimen, pushing his body to its limits, determined to regain his lost strength and agility. Months later, the day arrived when Ben felt ready to face the ocean again. With a heart pounding with fear and determination, Ben paddled into the sea, the familiar sensation of the waves rocking him gently as he ventured deeper. As he rode the waves, there was a moment where fear and joy intertwined. A moment of triumph as he successfully rode wave after wave, a testimony to his resilience and courage. The shark encounter had transformed him, forging a man of steel nerves and an unyielding spirit. As he returned to the shore, the community erupted in cheers, their faces glowing with pride and admiration for their local hero. Ben Harper had faced his demons and emerged victorious, a living testament to the indomitable human spirit. A beacon of courage and resilience in the face of adversity, a legend in the making in the heart of Willow Bay.